What's up, guys? Okay, let's go over the basic boxing stance and some basic punching mechanics. Okay, we're gonna start by getting into a comfortable position where we're balanced, okay? So the way we do that, we're gonna first off make sure that our dominant side is behind our stance. What I mean by that is your dominant side should be further away from what you're trying to hit, okay? You can see here that for me, it's my right hand, my right side here. So my right foot's back and my left foot's in front, okay? And if you guys have a look at my stance here, you can see that I'm just outside shoulder width, okay? So it's a big, wide stance. You know, it gives me enough mobility forward and back and a little bit side to side, okay? And I'm not too wide where I'm stuck, okay? So a little bit of mobility and stability all at the same time, okay? If you guys wanna just have a look at my feet now, I'm gonna give you guys a visual here. You may not have a line like I do, but that's okay. As you can see, there's a little line between the toes of the front foot and the heel of the back foot. A little space there. And that's just to make sure that I don't have both feet on the same line and it's not like I'm on a balance beam, okay? So I stagger the feet a little bit. And again, that gives me a little bit of mobility and stability from side to side and quite a bit forward and back, okay? So that's for the feet. Again, that's a good starting point. Everybody's a little bit different. You can wiggle around your stance, okay? And find your best balance, okay? But basically what you're looking for is some stability and mobility in and out and side to side, okay? From there, we wanna make sure that the elbows are tucked in to the ribs, hands come straight up, and then just lift the elbows off the ribs just a little bit. The end result here, you can see I've got my right hand by my right cheekbone and the left hand below my left eye and out in front. All right, so that's our stance. This is home base. You're gonna hear me say this a lot. You wanna close the guard. And when I say that, that's where you're coming to, okay? You're coming right back to this position. Okay, it's a good habit to get into because this is what saves you when you're tired. Okay, when punches are coming at you, this is home base, okay? So we'll start with some basic punching mechanics. Okay, starting with the left jab, or for the southpaws out there, the right jab. Okay, we're just gonna start by extending at the elbow, rotating the fist so that my palm is facing the floor when I finish. As you can see here, I'm tucked behind the left shoulder and I'm looking down the punch, okay? This hand stays right in place, it's not moving anywhere. And then I take it back, right back to point A, right back to below my eye, okay? Now there's not a lot of pivoting on the lead jab because further in this course, we're gonna get into stepping and you're gonna be stepping most of the time with the jab. So there's no point in stepping and pivoting. Okay, that puts you in a bad position, but that's for a later video. We're just gonna go over the jab on its own, no pivoting, just a little rotation through the body. You can see I'm rotating slightly, but most of it's happening at the shoulder and I'm staying tucked behind that shoulder and looking down the punch when I finish. All right, guys, let's go over the mechanics for the power shot, okay? So that cross is, so that dominant side of my body's gotta come forward because I gotta shift weight. So how do we do that? We just wanna make sure that we turn the hip over first. Notice here, the hip and the shoulder kind of stay in place. They stay stacked and they're both coming forward. Now, as I turn the right side of my body forward, I'm gonna unfold the arm. And then when I finish, I'm looking down the arm, I'm tucked behind the shoulder, left hand stays in place, and then I take it back the same way it went out, so with the body, always rotating, okay? Here we go again. Again, rotate that back hip forward, that brings the shoulder forward, and then you're gonna unfold the arm. Notice here I finish, palm facing the floor, opposite side up, protecting me, and I'm looking down that punch. Weight is totally turned over, sitting on the left leg here like this, and now I'm gonna take it back the same way it went out. One more time, out. Now I wanna make sure that I don't take the arm back without the body, so I don't look like this. I'm gonna take it back with the body. Just to close the guard. Again, you'll hear me say that a lot. Close that guard, that's home base. Okay, so throw that cross again, keep covered. When you're done, check those hands. Here we go, cross, back, check the hands. All right, now we'll put it together, okay? So 1, 2, and back, or jab, cross, and then back to home base. See here, jab. Again, not too much rotation on that jab. Now as the cross comes, I'm rotating that dominant side of my body forward, reaching out with the arm, making sure I'm looking down that punch, not looking away over here with an opening. I'm gonna tuck, keep that opposite hand up so I'm protected, and then take that hand home and close that guard. Let's do a little quicker. 1, 2, and close that guard. 1, 2, close that guard. One more time, 1, 2, close the guard. And a little side view for you. 1, 2, close the guard. 1, 2, close the guard. Make sure you're doing this with me. And again, there's no rushing. Never rush. Take your time. 1, 2, close that guard. 1, 2, close that guard. 1, as I start that right hand or that cross, I want to make sure I'm turning the right side of my body, turning that over, and then I'm going to unfold the arm as I throw it. And then when I'm finished, I'm looking down the punch, I'm tucked behind that shoulder, opposite hands up, and then the body takes that punch back. One more time, a little quicker.